Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world after an encounter with a negative person? Maybe it's that colleague who always has something cynical to say, or a family member who never seems to be in a good mood. It's as if their negativity seeps into your own energy, dragging you down. Today, we're diving into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to uncover practical ways to protect your inner peace from these low vibrational influences. Before we get started, I have a simple favor to ask. If you're interested in exploring how Stoic principles can transform your interactions and help you navigate life's challenges with grace, please hit the subscribe button below. We have plenty of insightful content coming up that you won't want to miss. Imagine this. You're walking through a peaceful park, enjoying the fresh air, when suddenly someone starts complaining loudly about the weather. It's not your fault, but their negativity disrupts your moment of tranquility. Just like that, a serene experience is tainted. But what if you could safeguard your peace regardless of others' negativity? That's exactly what Stoicism teaches us to do. In this video, we'll explore practical techniques to maintain your calm and composure in the face of negativity. So stay tuned as we unravel these timeless strategies and discover how you can apply them in your everyday life. Remember, the way we respond to negativity is within our control. And while we can't always avoid encountering difficult people, we can choose how we react to them. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to turn these encounters into opportunities for personal growth. Ready to transform your mindset and strengthen your inner peace? Let's get started. 1. Expecting negativity. Imagine you're a Roman general, preparing your troops for battle. You know the enemy will come, but you don't know when or how. Anticipation is key. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most famous Stoic philosophers, began each day by reminding himself that he would encounter meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, and dishonest people. This mental preparation helped him remain undisturbed by the actions of others. By expecting negativity, you can reduce its impact on your peace of mind. Think about your daily routine. How often are you caught off guard by a negative comment or an unpleasant encounter? What if, instead, you anticipated these moments? By expecting them, you're less likely to be thrown off balance. This is a powerful Stoic technique that allows you to maintain your composure and respond more thoughtfully. Consider starting your day with a mental note, acknowledging that you will face challenges and prepare yourself to handle them with grace. Let's make this interactive. Reflect on a recent situation where someone's negativity affected you. How did you react? Could anticipating that encounter have changed your response? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This exercise not only helps in understanding Stoic practices, but also makes the content more relatable and engaging for you. Transitioning to our next topic, have you ever wondered why some people seem unfazed by negativity while others are easily rattled? The secret lies in controlling our reactions. Stay tuned as we delve into the Stoic principle of mastering your responses to maintain inner peace. This section ends with a hint at the upcoming content, creating anticipation. By starting with a historical reference and moving to a relatable everyday scenario, we keep the audience engaged and curious. Visual suggestions could include images of Marcus Aurelius, a serene Roman scene, or a modern-day depiction of someone mentally preparing for their day. This variety in visuals helps maintain viewer interest and reinforces key points. 2. Controlling reactions. Picture this. You're driving home after a long day, enjoying your favorite song on the radio. Suddenly another driver cuts you off, causing you to slam on the brakes. Your initial reaction might be to shout or honk in anger. But what if, instead, you took a deep breath and decided not to let it ruin your evening? This moment captures a key Stoic principle: control over your reactions. The Stoics believed that while we can't control external events, we have complete control over how we respond to them. This is summed up perfectly by Epictetus's teaching. It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments about them. Essentially, it's not the act of being cut off that upsets us, but our interpretation of the act as a personal affront. By shifting our perspective, we can choose to remain calm and composed, preserving our peace of mind. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to handle stress with incredible poise? It's likely because they practice this principle. The next time you're faced with a challenging situation, try pausing before reacting. Ask yourself, is this worth getting upset over? Can I choose a response that aligns with my values? This simple pause can make all the difference in maintaining your equilibrium. Let's take a moment to involve you, our viewers. Think about a recent time when you reacted impulsively to a situation. How did it make you feel afterward? Could a more controlled response have changed the outcome? Share your experiences in the comments. Your insights could help others in our community navigate similar challenges. As we wrap up this section, consider the power of controlling your reactions, not just for your own peace of mind, but as a way to influence others positively. Next, we'll explore how cultivating empathy can transform your interactions with negative people, making even the most challenging encounters more manageable. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the compassionate side of Stoicism. This section blends a relatable story with a key Stoic concept, making it accessible and engaging. Visual elements could include an animation of a driver pausing to calm down after being cut off, or a visual representation of Epictetus's quote. This keeps the content dynamic and reinforces the message. The transition to the next section on empathy creates anticipation, encouraging viewers to stay engaged. 3. Cultivating empathy and understanding. Have you ever been cut off in traffic only to see the driver ahead frantically glancing at their phone, perhaps dealing with an emergency? In moments like these, we have a choice. We can either feel angry and wronged, or we can pause and consider what might be going on in their life. This brings us to a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy: cultivating empathy and understanding. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of all humans, as beautifully stated by Marcus Aurelius. We are all one body, united by common experiences. This philosophy encourages us to see beyond our immediate perceptions and judgments. When we encounter negativity, it's often a reflection of the other person's inner turmoil rather than a personal attack. By recognizing this, we can respond with compassion instead of hostility. Imagine encountering a coworker who seems perpetually grumpy and uncooperative. It's easy to label them as difficult, but what if they are going through something challenging at home? Perhaps they're dealing with personal loss or financial stress. By considering these possibilities, we can approach them with empathy, making the workplace a more supportive environment. This shift in perspective not only helps them feel understood, but also prevents us from internalizing their negativity. Let's engage for a moment. Think about a time when you were misunderstood or when you acted out of character due to stress or anxiety. How did it feel, and what would you have wanted from others? Share your story in the comments, and let's create a space for empathy and support. As we move to the next section, where we discuss the Stoic practice of embracing challenges. Think about how empathy not only aids in understanding others, but also in growing our patience and resilience. The ability to see the humanity in others is a powerful tool in maintaining our own inner peace and building stronger relationships. Stay with us as we delve deeper into how these challenging interactions can actually be opportunities for personal growth. This section weaves in a relatable scenario and philosophical insight, making it accessible and thought-provoking. Visuals could include an illustration of interconnected people or a serene image representing empathy and connection. The transition hints at further exploration of personal growth through challenges, keeping viewers engaged and curious. 4. Embracing challenges. Imagine a young blacksmith working diligently at his forge. Each time he plunges a glowing piece of metal into cold water, it hisses and steams, hardening into a stronger form. The heat and the hammering are not punishments, but necessary steps in the process of creating something resilient and enduring. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us to view challenges, including difficult people, as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. The Stoics believed that adversity is not just unavoidable, but essential for developing virtue. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about embracing challenges as a way to strengthen character. When faced with a difficult person, consider it a test, a chance to practice patience, empathy, and resilience. Just as the blacksmith's metal becomes stronger through the trials of the forge, so too can we become more resilient through the trials of challenging interactions. Think back to a situation where someone really tested your patience. Perhaps it was a co-worker who constantly criticized your work, or a friend who never seemed to appreciate your efforts. Instead of seeing these encounters as merely frustrating, Stoicism encourages us to ask, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset transforms irritations into valuable lessons, shifting our focus from annoyance to personal development. Let's involve you here. Recall a time when you faced a challenging situation with a difficult person. What did you learn from that experience? Did it teach you patience, assertiveness, or maybe the importance of setting boundaries? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences might provide valuable insights for others navigating similar challenges. As we conclude this section, think about how each challenging interaction can be an opportunity to practice and refine your virtues. Up next, we will explore the Stoic practice of maintaining inner peace despite external chaos. How can we cultivate a tranquil mind, even when faced with the most challenging people and situations? Stay tuned to find out. This section uses a vivid analogy and historical reference to illustrate the Stoic approach to challenges, making the concept relatable and engaging. Visuals could include a blacksmith at work or a symbolic representation of personal growth, such as a tree growing stronger through the seasons. The transition sets up anticipation for the next topic, encouraging viewers to continue watching. 5. Maintaining inner peace. Imagine you're standing in the eye of a storm. The winds rage around you, trees bend and break. But in the center, there's a calm. This image perfectly encapsulates the Stoic idea of maintaining inner peace amidst chaos. For Stoics, this tranquility is not about ignoring the storm, but finding a stillness within that remains undisturbed by external turmoil. The Roman philosopher Seneca often spoke about the importance of inner tranquility. He argued that true peace comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. This means that even when faced with difficult people or challenging situations, we can choose to maintain our composure. It's about focusing on what we can control, our reactions, thoughts, and emotions, while letting go of the uncontrollable. This practice not only preserves our mental health, but also allows us to respond to life's challenges with clarity and reason. Think about a time when everything around you seemed chaotic, but you managed to stay calm. Maybe it was during a stressful work project or a heated family argument. How did you manage to keep your cool? The Stoics would say that this inner calm is like a fortress, protecting you from the storm outside. It's not about being emotionless, but about not letting your emotions control you. Let's get interactive. How do you practice maintaining inner peace? Do you meditate, practice mindfulness, or perhaps engage in a calming hobby? Share your techniques in the comments. Your methods might inspire others to find their own paths to tranquility. As we transition to our next topic, consider this. While maintaining inner peace is crucial, it doesn't mean passively accepting everything around us. Next, we'll explore how Stoicism encourages us to accept reality while also striving for positive change. How can we balance acceptance with action? Stay tuned to discover this vital aspect of Stoic philosophy. This section uses a vivid metaphor to explain a key Stoic concept and encourages viewer participation with a call for sharing personal experiences. Visuals might include an animation of a calm center amidst chaos or a serene landscape contrasting with a stormy sky. The transition hints at the discussion of acceptance and action, keeping the audience engaged and curious about the next segment. 6. Acceptance and forgiveness. Picture a river flowing steadily over rocks, bending around obstacles in its path. The water doesn't resist, it simply finds a way forward. This natural flow mirrors the Stoic approach to acceptance and forgiveness. The Stoics believe that many things in life are beyond our control, and that true wisdom lies in accepting these realities with grace. But acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It's about acknowledging what is and deciding how best to respond. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the importance of accepting the nature of the world. He advised to accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together. This perspective teaches us to let go of the frustration that arises from trying to control the uncontrollable. When faced with difficult people or situations, acceptance allows us to maintain our inner peace and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Forgiveness is a natural extension of acceptance. It involves releasing resentment and understanding that everyone makes mistakes, including ourselves. Imagine someone cutting you off in traffic. Instead of stewing in anger, the Stoic approach would be to recognize that the other driver might be having a bad day or dealing with an emergency. By forgiving them, we free ourselves from the negative emotions that can cloud our judgment and well-being. Interactive moment. Have you ever found it difficult to forgive someone? What helped you move past the anger or hurt? Share your experiences in the comments. Discussing these moments can be a powerful way to connect and learn from each other. As we wrap up this section, think about how acceptance and forgiveness can be powerful tools for maintaining peace in your life. They don't mean giving up on change, but rather acknowledging reality as a starting point for thoughtful action. Next, we'll delve into how Stoicism balances acceptance with the drive for positive change. How can we reconcile these two seemingly opposing forces? Stay tuned as we explore this intriguing aspect of Stoic thought. This section uses a metaphor of a river to illustrate the concept of acceptance and integrates a historical reference to Marcus Aurelius. The visual suggestion might include flowing water over rocks or a serene scene symbolizing tranquility. The narrative is paced to build from explanation to interaction, inviting viewers to share their thoughts. The transition sets up anticipation for the next section, ensuring continuity and engagement. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic principles for dealing with negative people, imagine an ancient Roman arena. Among the chaos of combat and roaring crowds, there stands a philosopher, calm, composed and untouched by the turmoil around him. This image encapsulates the essence of Stoicism, finding inner peace amidst external chaos. We've journeyed through concepts like anticipating negativity, controlling our reactions, cultivating empathy, embracing challenges, and practicing acceptance and forgiveness. These are not just philosophical ideals, but practical tools that can transform our daily interactions and help us navigate life's storms with grace. Reflect on what we've discussed today. How can you apply these Stoic strategies in your own life? Maybe it's using empathy to understand a difficult colleague, or finding acceptance in situations beyond your control. Remember, the true power of Stoicism lies in its application. It's about turning philosophical wisdom into everyday practice. Before we wrap up, we'd love to hear from you. Which Stoic principle resonated most with you, and how do you plan to implement it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll join us on a continuous journey of self-improvement and philosophical exploration. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more people who can benefit from these timeless teachings. As you move forward, keep these Stoic teachings close. They are your tools for crafting a life of resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll delve deeper into the practical applications of Stoic philosophy in modern life. Until then, embrace your challenges, find strength in adversity, and remember, your inner peace is the most valuable treasure you possess. See you next time. This conclusion ties together the key themes discussed, reinforces their practical application, and ends with an engaging call to action. Visual suggestions might include a serene landscape or an image of a historical Stoic figure, reinforcing the calm and composed nature of Stoicism. The upbeat and encouraging tone invites viewers to continue engaging with the content and look forward to future videos.